गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पता शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम् ॐ श्रीमहागणपतये नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं भद्रकाल्यै नमो नमः। वेदवेदान्तवेदाङ्ग विद्यास्थानेभ्यैव च सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। Hari Om, Hari Om. We'll chant from the first verse. Namah Shri Shankarananda Guru Padambujanmane Savilas Mahamoha Graha Grasaika Karmane Tat Padamburuhat Dvandva Seva Nirmala Chetasam Sukhabodhaya Tattvasya Vivekoyam Vidhiyate Shabdasparshadayo Vedyaha Shabdasparshadayo Vedyaha Vaichitrya Jagare Prathaka Tato Vibhakta Tat Samvida Aikarupyanabhidyate Tatha Swapnetra Vedyanto Naisthiram Jagare Sthiram Tadbhedatastayo samvita Ekarupanabidyate Suptotitasya saushupta Again, Suptotitasya saushupta तमो बोधो भवेत् स्मृति सा चावबुद्ध विषया अवबुद्धं तत्तदा तमः अवबुद्धं तत्तदा तमः. It is tattada. Avabuddham tattada tamaha. So we had seen the start of Panchadashi. 2 verses were for Mangalacharan, so that the text is completed without obstacles and without any kind of disturbances from inside or outside. Then the first chapter took off very fast, and the attempt of Vidyananda Swami is to tell how Jivatma is one with Paramatma. And in this attempt, he has said that Jiva Paramatma is of the nature of Satchitananda. So he will be proving now that the Jivatma is also of the nature of Satchitananda. Of that Satchitananda, and this topic will go from 3rd to 10th. And of that Satchitananda, he has first taken Chit aspect of the Jiva. Chit aspect. Chit means consciousness. And what will he prove? That essentially Jiva is of the nature of consciousness. Consciousness means what? Consciousness means knowingness where there is no knower-known difference. Like, I am knowing this flower. So I am the knower and the flower is the known. And this knower is born in time. And known is also born in time. Then after the flower, I start seeing the book. So second knower known is born. Then after the book, I started seeing the mic. Then third knower known is born. Then after the mic, I started seeing the paperweight. Then fourth knower known is born. So whole day there is a stream of knower known. March past is going on. But I remember that I saw the flower. Then I remember that I saw the paperweight. In all knower known, there is one knowingness which has not been a part of a march past, which has not come and which has not gone. In this, there is no dichotomy. It has not gone through a split that I am knower and this is known. It illumines the knower and known continuously. So that is called consciousness. Remember that? So 3 states are taken into discussion. Jagrat avastha, swapna avastha and sushupti avastha. Waking, dream and deep sleep. So what do you say in waking state? In waking state, what do you see? He says you have lot of experiences. But every experience is nothing but the consciousness along. Is consciousness a part of experience? Yes. We feel everything is I know this, knowledge of this, knowledge of this, knowledge of this. Actually, it is the object of knowledge not knowledge of object. Because when you say that knowledge of object, then knowledge is ever dependent on the object. Attribute is ever dependent on the object. Is it difficult? If it is difficult, I cannot do anything. This is a Vedanta class, what can I do? Other classes we will see later on. Well, no, evening class is very good. Vedanta, you have come, you have to hear now. You have to listen now. So, when I say knowledge of the object, object becomes the substance and knowledge becomes the attribute. Like I say, water of the wave. When you say water of the wave, then what is the problem? Wave will become substance and water will become attribute. And attribute is ever dependent on the substance. So if you say knowledge of the object, so knowledge will become the gun and the object will become a guni, holder of that. And the problem will be that then knowledge will be false. Why? Because anything which is dependent on something is called false in Vedanta. Then what will happen? Tell me, now the object has to be true then, an object will become true. If object becomes true, then the question is, object will changing, how can object be true? Then the question is was somebody, you say object was there first. So object, before object also there is one knowledge which can say I know the object before object had come I was there. What about that knowledge? That knowledge which was before the object was even known. That is called the consciousness. So if you don't take that into consideration, the problem is how did the object was known? Object was before, no knowledge was there. Then how did you say knowledge is started of the object? If knowledge is started of the object, there has to be some knowledge before the object. Then only you can say that the knowledge is started of the object. And that knowledge which was before the object was known is called consciousness. And this holds true for each object of the world. You cannot say object came first. If object came first, then how did you see? Then you were there to see or not? Yes. If you were there, then how the object came first? Before the object, you were there already. And therefore, this is true with only object went away. Object died. And naturally, one object has to go, then only you can hear another object. You can know another object. Supposing I say, cat went away. So cat, you have to leave the cat thought, then went will come, then go. So unless the cat goes away from your mind, went won't come in your mind. So when you see two objects, one has to be dropped, then another will be taken. And if other is dropped, how did you know that I stopped knowing it? Unless there was a knowledge factor inside you after dropping the object also. So knowledge cannot belong to the object. At the same time, object cannot be true. Rather, object and attribute are illumined by some consciousness, which is not a part, property, or a product of the object. Well, I don't know what you're talking. Only your understanding, and let me understand. Wish all the best. This is Panchadashi. I did not know Panchadashi is there. I wouldn't have taken this text. So difficult. Vedanta Swami came and read and we are suffering. No. You're not suffering. He wrote a Subodhaya Tattvasya for our easy comprehension. I hope you understood. This is the waking state. So waking state, there is one consciousness in and through. It has not modified. From the time you get up to the time you sleep, at least one thing is confirmed. Then second point was said that this consciousness also is in the dream state. A dream one is easy to understand. because we are out of dream and we are not identified to the dreamer. Up supposing dreamer is there, supposing you are dreaming and you are dreaming that I am going in a cruise. Let us have a good dream. Sweet dreams. And if you are going in the cruise, and there are hundreds of people are there, hundreds of people in the cruise. Cruise can be very big, but you had taken a deluxe coupe, I don't know what is it. I have never gone in the cruise. But I suppose there are classes in that also. Deluxe cabin is there. So there is a deluxe cabin is there. And economy is there. Anyway, so whatever is there, you have gone to a deluxe cabin. Let us go. You are going free of cost. Let us choose a better one. And from here you have gone to Mozambique, supposing. There is a ship from Durban to Mozambique, I think. So I think 1-2 days it takes. From here to Mozambique is 1 day. And it comes back. I don't know. I'm just... What? 4 days. Oh, they spend some time there in the Mozambique also. And they come back. Actually, they go out and they come back in the evening. It's the same ship. So they go out for shopping and all these things. And that is the closest country. I think it's a neighbor country, Mozambique. Otherwise, you can go from Johannesburg. Supposing in the dream you went to Mozambique, or any ship is there, crews are there. Now I am asking you. And in the ship, you started discussing Vedanta. When Swamiji came, Swami Shipanand. And he was in the ship. And he is saying, listen, my dear boy, the consciousness which is in you, and you are seeing the object, you are seeing the ship, or you are seeing the waters, or you are seeing the, some kind of jewelries, or you are seeing a dolphin. He is telling to his student. His student was Garbal Kumar. So to him, he was telling, please understand this, very important point. He was telling, see what water you are seeing. Water is not a water. Water is nothing but the thought of water is there. It is the consciousness. You are seeing that water inside you. You are seeing that water. Before you saw water, you were there? Yes. After you saw water, you will be there? Yes. So water is not true? No. But you are the one. Before seeing water, you are there. After seeing water, you are there. And during seeing water, you are there. That means you are there. You are illuminating the water. In all this journey, my dear boy, Mr. Garbar, in all this journey from Durban to Mozambique, whether you had seen the dolphin or you had seen the co-passengers or you had seen the pancake in the ship, you get something to eat, bhai, how will you survive? So you saw the pancake or you had some drink, cold drink, and you went there, or you saw, beautiful space or sky. All in all, true. You were a constant factor. You had not changed. हाँ, Guruji, एकदम ठीक है. Guruji, you are perfectly right. You are not changing during all the experiences. But I became very sad. You may have become sad, but sadness came later on. Before sadness, you are existing. Sadness is incidental. You are intrinsic. If sadness was intrinsic, it won't go. But you had seen the sadness, And you did not really become sad, because if you had really become sad, you won't get back the knowership. You alone are there. I hope you are understanding. Dream I like a lot because it clarifies various points. You go there, actually speaking, all through your experiences, in and through all experiences, you are only seeing consciousness only. You are only seeing consciousness. Actually speaking, Mr. Garber, actually speaking, you are seeing a thought of water. You are seeing a thought of dolphin. You are seeing a thought of bird. You are seeing a thought of eatable. You are seeing a thought of port. It is not an object. And it is true, because now you understand from dream angle. And where is the thought seen? Thought is seen in consciousness. Many thoughts are coming and going. Thought of port, thought of food, thought of co-passengers, thought of ship, thought of deck, thought of bird, thought of fish. All thoughts are coming and going. And therefore, your consciousness is not a part of any experience. Consciousness, I hope you are catch this point. You are not a product of or property of any experience. You are not a part of your sadness. How can the light be the part of the table which it is illuminating? Because with the breaking of the table, the light has not broken. With the going of experiences, the consciousness has not gone in the dream. Consciousness is not flying away. Ship is stopping and you went out for shopping. Now there is no perception of the ship when you went to the market. You are going to purchase the jewelry, supposing. But by the changing of the experience of the ship, you are not changing. Therefore, the consciousness is not part, product or property of any thought or any experience. Don't say this. This is my hard time going on. This is my bad time going on. I have become father. I have become mother. I am suffering a lot. How can you say like that? How can I be? You are not a part of experience and you are holding the experience. Experience is a changing thing. Consciousness is unchanging thing. Experiences, number 2, experiences are many. Consciousness is one. Number 3, experiences are in time and space. Consciousness is not in time and space. Experiences dies and born. Consciousness does not die and born. I am not an experience. If I was an experiencer, I would also have died with the experience. But many experience came like a whiff of wind. But I was there still, whether it has come or gone. In and through you are going. You are not changing. With the putting of the ornament, purchasing of the ornament, you have not become ornamental. And when you went to take a dip in the ocean, you have not become drenched and wet. And when you were going on the ship, and the ship started again, coming back to Durban port, you are not moving. And when you were eating, the consciousness was not eating. And when you were very happy seeing the water, your consciousness was not happy. And when you are sad, why? I lost. What you lost? My wallet. Where you lost your wallet? Don't ask foolish question. If I had known, then I would have not found it out. No, I mean to say when you saw it last. When you saw last. Last I saw in the night only. But you brought it here in the ship. I think I brought it here. But I don't know where it is. What, any money was there? Yes, money was there. How much? 10 cents. But my ID was there in that. Then it is important aspect. The local ID, yes. You don't need Mozambique's passport, or South Africans don't need a passport in Mozambique. They don't need a passport in Zimbabwe, I think. I don't know. But my ID went away. You not carried passport. Passport was not required. But my ID, I have to go again to the office and get ID. And my credit card also went away. I think it has drowned in the ocean. Why don't you also jump? I'm so sad. Are you seeing this? In and through. 3 rules. Number 1, consciousness is not part, product or property of any experience. Number 2, consciousness is independent of all experience. Number 3, consciousness is all pervading. And number 4, with the coming and going of the experience, with the birth and death of the experience, the consciousness is not born and dying. It is a constant factor in and through. And when he got up, he saw, thank God, my passport is there, my ID is there. What really, I'm sweating. How was the trip? It started in a good note but ended in... It was not a good experience at the end. Thank God everything is there. I don't like to go. I will not go next time. You had not gone anywhere. You're thinking you are going. Similarly, it is also a big dream. I'm just trying to illustrate as much as possible from various examples so that you are clear. Don't think Vedanta is very difficult. Arey to aista socho. So in the waking, one consciousness. In the dream, one consciousness. Deep sleep is ticklish. 5th shlok, I saw yesterday. I'll see from another angle today. Supto titasya saushupta tamo bodho bhavet smriti. And then please. A person got up from the sleep. So he had a smriti. He had a memory. He got up from the sleep and he had a memory. What memory he had? He had the memory of the sleep, he had memory. But somebody said, there is no consciousness in the deep sleep. And therefore this point is coming. Well, why? Because I had no experience in the deep sleep. And therefore there is no consciousness in the deep sleep. He said, by the good, don't talk senseless, first of all. You have memory? Well, yes, I have memory. What memory you had of the deep sleep? Well, there is nothing, no experience I had. I had no experience in the deep sleep. This is your memory. Of course. Tell me one thing. Can you have a memory of something which you have not experienced? Wrong or right, I'm not saying. Because you have a memory, when you got up, you had a memory. And memory can be of something which already had experienced. I can't have memory of you when I'm sitting in front of you. I cannot say I'm remembering Sierra. No, you can remember when she is not there. She has gone home for Satyarat Puja. Then, but but right now when I'm seeing you, then I cannot remember you. Memory cannot be of the pratyaksh. Or you cannot have memory of me. Well, Swamiji, I am remembering you a lot. I am sitting in front of you. You remember him after 14th. But you cannot remember me now. So if somebody is remembering deep sleep, that means I had no experience in deep sleep. that means there must be some experience of the past. This is number one point is there. Yes, understood. Experience must be there. Yes, I'm not negating it. Experience was there. Experience was there. Yes. Of what? Of no experience. Okay, relax. Yes. In India, sometimes this, traffic signals are there. So everybody's in a hurry. It is written on the red light, relax. And it shows the second is there, 60, 59, 58, 57, 50. Everybody is so impatient. 30 seconds also appears so much there. You're just watching, let go. The first thing is, you had experience. Well, yes, I had experience in the deep sleep. You agree? Of course I agree. Now I ask one thing. Did that experience start in time and ended in time? Where? In deep sleep, of course. Experience started in time and ended in time. Very good. And because of that, and that experience is now or not? No. Deep sleep experience is not now. And therefore I gave a different word called deep sleep. The very sleep, I gave the word because of that experience. Very good. If it started in time and ended in time, that means thought must be there, which started in time. Nidra in Patanjali Sutra is a thought. Abhav pratyalambana vritti nidra. The definition of nidra, Maharishi Patanjali gives, Abhav pratyalambana vritti nidra. Yesterday I told. This is called cause thought or sukshma, subtle thought or dormant thought. So thought has to be there. If you remember yesterday's class, I had told the sleep is a name of a thought whose object is absence, if you remember. If you don't remember, don't worry. And this, no, but what is the difference between the waking thought and this deep sleep thought? I'm coming to it. In waking, there are many and varied thoughts. Thought of mic, thought of food, thought of road, thought of car, thought of elephant, thought of camel, thought of dog. 100,000 thoughts are there. In the deep sleep, there is only one thought. And that thought is such that same thought rises, same thought merges, same thought rises, same thought merges. And you are not aware of anything. Why? Because this thought has covered the knower as if. I went to a place called Nainital when I was 19-year-old. And I went to the top of the hill. So mother was there, father, everybody was around there. And all of a sudden, big cloud came. And cloud was such, I could not see anybody. Neither I could see, they are there. But I could not see anybody around me also. I said, Mummy, where are you? She said, I'm here only. Similarly, and very strong, it was there. Nobody could see anybody because it was on the top hill. So it totally overwhelmed us. So this thought overwhelms its own knower. And I am there. And because the thought is absence, therefore I don't know anything. बहुत सोचा गया है हमारे यहाँ. Don't think that we are just talking anything. Lot of thinking has been given on this topic. I am just giving you a tip of the iceberg. There is much more to it. If I talk a lot, you will run away. So 3 things. Experience is there. Number 2, If experience is there, thought is there. And if thought is there, thought will rise from where? Thought will not rise from mind there, because mind is not there. It's a dormant state is there. If thought is there, that dormant mind is expressing here. And if thought is there, thought is inert or consciousness, it is inert. But you record, when you tell that I had known that, I had a memory, that means there was some knowingness in the deep sleep also. If you had no knowledge at all in the deep sleep, then there will be no memory also. And if knowledge was there, that means consciousness must be there reflected in the thought called the knower. Consciousness reflected in the thought is called knower. And this knower was there which was not knowing anything in the deep sleep. This knower in the deep sleep had the object of thought called absence. And it was knowing nothing, because absence was there. It was knowing nothing. Nothing, 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 nothing. I know 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 nothing. This continuous. But it was overwhelmed or covered up by the thought of nothing. And therefore that itself, at that time, it was not ready to tell I am not knowing anything. Because it was overpowered. At the time of the deep sleep, supposing this is the knower and this is the object, so it got this object covered it, and as if it is not knowing that I don't know. This has to go out and it has to wake up, and then it will tell its experience, I did not know anything. But boss, why didn't you tell in the deep sleep? When you are not knowing anything. Well, I was totally taken aback. I was dominated by the thought itself. And I told you many times, sometime if one thought you continue for a longer time, the object of thought overwhelms the knower. This is a rule. This is how samadhi also person goes into. Therefore? What therefore? There must be consciousness in the deep sleep which is reflected in the thought. And therefore, that consciousness has not changed in the deep sleep. I hope you have understood something more clear than yesterday. If you have not understood, please tell me. I will again start. No. Don't. Please continue. Don't start again. This way you will never complete it. Continue. Let us see the verse this. What the verse says? Supto thitasya, one who has got up from the sleep. Here sleep means deep sleep. So 3-tier thinking is there. First you said experience is there. Because memory is there, experience is there. Second tier thinking is there. If experience is there, thought has to be there. And third tier thinking is there. If thought is there, there has to be consciousness. Otherwise, who would have come back to tell it I had known like that? Supposing you come first, well, nobody has come in the hall. If somebody comes first, he said nobody is coming. I think all are sleeping or what? Swamiji, nobody is in the hall. You are there to tell that nobody is there. If you are not there, you cannot make a statement that nobody is there. To say nobody is there, somebody has to be there to say nobody is there. Nobody cannot say nobody is there. Slowly, go take baby steps. I always say, learn to take baby steps. Only condition is be regular. Don't sleep like a baby after that. Take baby steps regularly. If you have taken one step, I'll take, you take one step, but take a step. Don't rush, don't go too fast, don't try to see somebody else, whether he's running or he's ahead of me or behind me. Don't see all these things. You are your own person, you continue your own journey. Everybody's journey is different. He has come from a different destination, different area, you have come from different. You have come from one lok, he has come from another lok. You have another samskar, he has another samskar. जैसे हो वैसे ही हो. Go ahead with whatever you are, but please go ahead. जैसे हो वैसे हो, क्या करा जाए? As you cannot change your nose, you cannot change your past all of a sudden. So you have your own speed, you have your own way. Go slow, but move forward in the right direction. Move forward. Don't go retract backward. Don't retract backward. Don't go back. What you have already covered, don't go back again. You don't suffer. See what is written here. Supto titasya. Sanskrit students. Saushupta tamo bodha bhavet smritihi. So tamo, knowledge of the total blankness. Tamo bodha means knowledge of the, during sleep, knowledge of, because of the knowledge of the total blankness, the smaran, the memory is of the same. This is the first line. In the waking, after he woke up, he had the memory of the total blankness. In the deep sleep, he tells to others, only I was sleeping like a log. When you said I was sleeping like a log, it means I was not doing anything. I was not doing anything. Second line. Sa cha avabuddha vishaya. Here sa is for smritihi. Here sa is for smritihi. Smriti of what? Smriti of deep sleep in the waking state. And this smriti is what? Avabuddha vishaya. Avabuddha vishaya means was directly experienced as blankness in deep sleep. Our Buddha Vishya, this memory was known as blankness in the deep sleep. This is the third line. Fourth, last quarter, tat. Tat means here tasmat. Tat means here tasmat. Okay? Tasmat. Therefore. Tada means in the deep sleep. Tama means blankness is there. Blankness is there. I hope this is clear. Now let us see the next verse. 6th verse we will see. Sabodho vishayad bhinna na bodhat swapna bodhavata evam sthanatrayepyeka samvittadvattinantare. Now, please be careful. Now, this is wrapping up this argument of 3. So, 3 states, 1 consciousness. Now, same thing is said in 1 shlok. What it says? Sabodha. Here, bodha is name of consciousness. Consciousness which was samvit is feminine. Samvit is feminine. And bodha is masculine. So that bodha, vishayat bhinna. I told you, what I told you, consciousness cannot be inside any experience, inside any thought. Inside, it cannot be the thought. This light cannot be inside the hand. Light cannot be inside the hand. How can you say any thought? I repeating this point. You cannot say that this is the knowledge of an object. Consciousness cannot be inside the thought. It may be reflected in the thought. Sunlight can reflect in the bucket of water, but sun is too big to come inside the bucket. In one sun, 1.3 million earths can be there. For where is a bucket there? Sun's temperature is in millions of degrees centigrade. Anything will come close, it will be totally, forget about close, it will burn beyond, not charred also, it is not seen after that. It will evaporate in no time. If earth comes close, whole earth will evaporate. Whole ocean will evaporate in no time. If ocean comes closer, such a powerful sun is there. Whole ocean will evaporate if it comes a little more closer. Only I will be there. Where you will be there? You are also having water in you. So, sabodha, this consciousness, vishayat binna, it is different than thought. Which thought? Blank thought. Nidra thought. Because, why? Because that thought is not in the waking state, but I am in the waking state. If I was equal to that thought, I would also have been gone with the deep sleep state. Because the thought has gone. But thought went away, but still I am there. See, if you say I am sad, when sadness had gone, you should also have gone. But you are not gone. That means you are not sad. Sadness was if something you were sad really, with the going of sadness you would have gone away. And others would be happy. But this sadness, after going off the sadness, you are not gone away. That means you are not sadness. It was just a thought. So, sabodha vishayat binna. I hope this is clear. Here Visha means thought. Which thought? Blank thought. Tamovritti, nidra vritti. I told you Panchadashi is ticklish with this Sanskrit. You have to be very careful what word is for what. Second part. Na bodhat swapna bodhavat. Na bodhat bhinna. So consciousness in deep sleep is not different from consciousness in Jagrat. So here na bodhat bhinna means that consciousness in deep sleep is not different than consciousness in waking state. Like in the dream. Like the dream consciousness is not different than the consciousness in waking state. Similarly, deep sleep consciousness is not different than consciousness in waking state. This is a conclusion. Now he is wrapping up the argument. Evam sthanatraye api. Evam means with this way, with the deduction of this logic, with this analysis, with this clarity, sthanatraye, in the three states, waking, dream and deep sleep, what is there? Eka samvit, there is only one consciousness. Eka, in all the three also, there is one consciousness, Eka samvit. I hope you are clear. Bullet today is one, tomorrow I don't know. No. Tadvat dinantare. Similarly, in other days also it will be same. He is assuming, Vedanta Swami, that in one day we sleep, deep sleep is only once. And deep sleep, waking and dream is only once. Therefore he is saying that in one round of day you have sleep, waking and deep sleep. So only one consciousness is there for all 24 hours. Doesn't know many are there who have more than one deep sleep every day. So evam sthanatraye api eka samvit tadvat. Similarly, other days also same consciousness is there. And he now concludes what he wanted to say. What he wanted to say, 7th verse is important, very popular. Please stick it on your book. Masabda yuga kalpeshu gata gamyeshvanekadha nodeti nastametyeka samvidesha swayam prabha. बोले ओके भाई, tomorrow same consciousness will be there. What of the whole month? Whole month of November. He is saying, my dear, as if by in waking one is there, dream one is there, deep sleep, tomorrow also same is there. Huh? Oh no, mine has changed. Who will know it is changed? If it has changed, who will know? Well, I am knowing it. If you are knowing, then you should be in both. Then you cannot see the changes. If you are a change, you cannot see the changes. So for a whole month, but December all consciousness will change. No. December, no, but it will be summer. No, it doesn't matter. So by changing of the month, mass means not that curd. See the year. Zulu में मास को कर्ड बोलते हैं. हाँ तो seven shlokas. See, in the whole month, same consciousness is there. Abd means year. Whole year, same consciousness there. Yug means like Kali Yuga is there. 4,32,000 years. Whole Yug, only one consciousness is there. Kalp means 1 day of Brahmaji. 1,000 Chaturyogi is equal to 1 day of Brahmaji. So how much year is the one Kali Yuga? One Kali Yuga, one Chaturyogi, 4,32 into 10. That means 43,23,000. Something. 43 lakh. For 4,32,000. 4,32 into 10. So 43 lakh something. 30,000 something will be Chaturyogi. Into 1,000 is 1 day of Brahmaji. Into 2,000, 1 day and 1 night of Brahmaji. And that 1 day is called Kalpa. Through all, the consciousness will be same. It will not rise. Gata gammeshu anekadha. So gata gammeshu in the past and future, and neither it rises. Where will it rise? To rise, you should have something else. Vritti, consciousness, will not rise. Neither it will set. If it rises, it will modify. If it sets, it modifies. Nodeti nastameti eka samvit esha swayam prabha. It is of the nature of, how will I know it? You yourself are there. Swayam prabha. You are self-effulgent. You don't need, बोले हम हैं कि नहीं हैं, अरे मारेंगे तुमको. तुम हो तभी तो पूछ रहे हो. No, you can't ask, I am there or not, please tell me if I exist or not. If you are not existing, how will you ask this question? You are existing. You don't need somebody else to validate your existence. Therefore, you are self-effulgent. And the first part of Jeev, Satchit Anand, Chit has been proved, and Sat also has been proved. So this is the one point. Sat and Chit has been proved. There is only consciousness of the nature of knowledge, and which is not at all time it is there, therefore it is Sat also. I hope this point is little clear. As you see the development of the thoughts, you will get more and more clarity. But I have one thing, unless you work and you also think, it won't internalize. You have to, what is it called, like the cows chew it. You have to chew these thoughts from your experiences. Think over it, internalize it, then you will be much more convinced about this. Okay? Now he will take Anand aspect, but from tomorrow. Slowly I am going so that we are not feeling difficult. Yesterday's thought are reinforced by 5th, 6th and 7th shlok. Time is almost over. We'll see more tomorrow. Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purname